시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 전 세계 교회와 선교지 소식 전해드리는 CGN월드뉴스 정은지입니다. 첫 번째 소식, CBN에서 보내온 소식부터 전해드립니다. IT가 폭력과 질병, 식량 부족으로 위기입니다. UN 보고에 따르면 IT 수도 포르토프랭스 인구 2만여 명이 심각한 기아 상황에 이르렀고 인구 대다수가 갱단이 지배하는 슬럼가에 살고 있습니다. 갱단들의 끊임없는 범죄 행위와 영역 다툼은 사회 구조를 무너뜨렸고 15만 5천 명 이상의 사람들이 집을 떠났습니다. 현재 포르토프랭스의 60% 이상을 갱단들이 장악한 상태입니다. 파라칼레오 인터내셔널의 케빈 펠드 선교사가 자세한 소식 전해드립니다. 케빈 펠드 선교사는 현재 도미니카에서 IT 난민 사역 중입니다. 지난 8월에 IT에서 나온 이후 다시 돌아가지 못하고 있습니다.
Well, once we left in August to bring our kids back for college, things kind of erupted behind us, and we've been just kind of waiting and watching and praying for the Lord's timing to head back down there right now.
갱단은 포르토프랭스뿐만 아니라 IT 전역에서 살인, 인신매매, 절도, 폭력 행위 등을 일삼으며 사회 전반을 서서히 마비시키고 있습니다.
That's a pretty complicated mess. There's a lot of connection with those gangs to high-powered political figures. So there's not a whole lot you can do, I think, unless the UN or someone else steps in and kind of wipes the slate clean. But ultimately, you know, a country like that, in any country, the hope is in Jesus Christ, and that's why we're planting churches, trying to reach people with the gospel and really change the culture in that sense, because other than that, I don't think there's any other hope there. So in our area, which is the south side of the island in Jacmel, Kai Jacmel, once we left there in August, things kind of took a turn for the worse. There were roadblocks everywhere. There were even shootings in our area, which is rather unusual.
케빈 펠드 선교사는 갱단이 소탕되지 못하는 이유로 정부나 경찰 관계자들이 대거 연결되어 있기 때문이라고 말했습니다.
The short answer is many in the government are involved with it. So eliminating it kind of becomes impossible. You're not sure who's tied to which gang.
IT의 평범한 시민들은 두려움 속에 살아갈 수밖에 없습니다.
Yeah, all the time. And they can't do much about it because your average citizen out there in the country, they just have a pickaxe and a machete. They plant their gardens and live day to day. And they're great people, hard workers, many of whom love the Lord. And you're right, they're just trying to live another day, to feed their kids. To get their kids into school if they can do that.
케빈 펠드 선교사는 IT를 위한 중보 기도를 당부했습니다.
I would say pray first of all for God's provision. So many of the churches that we work with, you know, one of the pastors that we work with, I talked to a few weeks back, and he was kind of laughing at himself telling this story, but he hadn't eaten for 2 or 3 days, so he was laughing at himself because he was a grown man crying because of hunger. So just when things are this bad, which they haven't been, I don't think in our lifetime, pray for God's provision for them. And we can't do everything for everyone. I understand that, but there are situations in front of us where we do what we can, and we try to get some help to some of those churches that are hurting the most, both for the pastor's family and for just some of the people that are hurting the most in those churches. So pray for God's provision for them. Pray for boldness, because fear is a very real thing in the country. But the Bible reminds us that the righteous are as bold as a lion, and really knowing that we are in Christ and that we're serving Him, there really is no need to fear whether it's a government or anything else in this life. Even death itself has no victory over us. So pray for boldness in times where fear is a very real temptation as well, and pray that they'll keep reaching out to others and reaching others for the cause of Christ during this time.